TV family.
No better place to be between 4 and 5 on your daily. Ekse is the #1 show that you should be tuning into wherever you're watching us from. Thank you for choosing us as your source of entertainment.
Yes,
Do
sir.
follow us on Twitter, it is Ekse_live, and then on Facebook, it is Ekse Live. Get us on the dial 021 448 I'll have you know that Ikombi is not just a rock, it's a wave, and they're preparing to take Kasi to Kasi. And his colleague are going to be here later on to tell us about Ikombi, as well as Abantu Babala Maths Literacy on the 12th of November. Mr. D is here to give us tips on how to sit down and write the paper successfully so that uzofumana marks is inkulu. Remo is a breast cancer warrior.
Yes. She's a breast cancer warrior, and she's here to tell us why she's partnered up with Strawberry Lips, who are running their campaign for Pink Lips, which is basically all about sharing awareness on breast cancer and making sure that women, young women especially, still go out there and they get tests, because cancer does not choose with your age. It literally comes in general. So please do stay tuned for that interview. It's about to be a fabulous one.
Yes, Guguletu Mowbray Weinberg, wherever you're watching us from, Kimberley, Joburg, Durban, thank you for choosing us. But if Uvela Eswatini, all of you stand up.
Come on.
Because you're being represented today by one of Abantu Abane angelic voice, Kamalake.
Swakhile.
Welcome to the show. Thank you for joining us. We're fresh.
We are fresh. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you so much for having me.
Now let's dive in. Also, Lama said that one of the subjects that you do, or rather one of the themes that you do, is neo soul, and we love neo soul. Why did you specifically go for that genre?
Yeah.
I mean, you can sing, so you can do whatever you want. But why did you specifically choose that genre?
For me, neo soul is like it's a combination of old school sounds and like bringing the new technicalities of today.
Yeah.
So for me, I started writing in a poetic way. I used to write poems and stories and stuff like that. I decided to express myself, I needed to add this musical element, and I found out I could sing quite early on in my life, and then it was just pen to paper the entire time.
Swakhile, for you to write songs as a complementary neo soul, there must be a lot that is going on here and here at the age of however old you are able to write chorus, ne bridge, ne verses. It's not like no, it's a serious. So inspiration to write music like that, especially when you are this young.
Okay, so for me, the inspiration came from the types of people I was listening to. You see, I grew up listening to the Lionel Richies and, you know, the Stevie Wonders of this world.
Yeah.
But then most recently, the UK scene of music with Sam Smith and Abu Khalid from the US. I'm very drawn to the music that speaks to the soul, and that's what inspired my music. You see my playlist, Jay. It's sad songs, Adele, you name it, Jay. It's there. So.
Wait, also why, I just read in your bio as well, you do things with an inspiration of pain and hurt. Why specifically go for that genre? Because most people say they want people to be happy when they listen to their songs. But Sam Smith and Adele, all these people that we know are dealing with our pain. Why is it important to have music that addresses the pain as well?
Actually, for me, to be quite honest, music was a coping mechanism where I could look at my life, and I went through this really, really bad time with mental health and depression and anxiety when I was still studying. And I used that, I said, there must be people in this world who are feeling the same as me, who are going through journeys and they feel so alone. So let me use my journey and my pain and write it out. And it was literally just therapy for me. Therapy.
Speaking of journeys, Swakhile, being playlisted music radios and chatting there, and going on stage in the Cape Town Festival, Gay Human Rights Day, must have meant a great deal to you. How was that experience?
Nerve-wracking. Absolutely nerve-wracking, because initially I didn't actually expect these things to happen. Music has always just been a personal thing. And then I started to share it with a local group of people here in Cape Town called Real Art Wednesdays. They put me on and we do open mic nights. And eventually I just got that feedback where they started to invite me to other little things, and every single step up made me so nervous, made me so terrified. Like, I'm a very quiet, shy person, you know me. But it was just an exciting but nerve-wracking experience.
And speaking of nerves, I mean, you had such success with your first single, Now, do you feel like you have to match that or top that? Because, I mean, you were playing on such big radio stations, you were doing so many different things, you were performing at all these festivals. Do you feel like you're just still doing it for yourself, or now you're like, oh, I actually have to prove that I'm not just a one-hit wonder, I have to do all these things to make sure that my other singles are amazing as well?
Actually, quite honestly, I went through a time where I did feel like I needed to change the way I write my music to suit where the direction was going.
Yeah.
But then I started slipping back into that bad space, you know. So most recently, it's taken me time to come back to this place, but I'm all about creating music that speaks to my soul. It's my journey and it's my story. There's people who are always going to be listening and saying, wow, and there's people who won't listen.
Yeah.
That's up to them.
Yeah.
As for me, it's about being authentic to my true story.
Yeah, and now we're speaking to people that want to listen to you. We are reintroducing you to South Africa and the rest of the world. Mid-November, you're releasing something. Where can people purchase your music?
All right. Whenever I release any of my music, it's available on all major platforms. So if anyone has Apple Music, Spotify, Google, YouTube, I mean, DM me and I'll probably send you the song.
Okay, please, speaking of DM, please give us your social handles.
All right, my social handle is @Swakhile Music. Can I spell that for you?
Yes, you can.
SWAKHILE Music.
Okay.
And that's everywhere: Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. Yeah.
Speaking
That's
of
amazing.
Facebook, ungasingenela ku-Facebook ngo-Ekse Live so that ufumane details zakhe ezigcweleyo so that you are able to DM him.
Yes.
Hit him up on the
Hit him up in the DM. It
He
goes
invited
down
you.
in the
Don't
deep.
be shy. Can you email ekse@capetowntv.org, dial us on 021-448-0448. We are on YouTube, it's Ekse on Cape Town TV. You should have missed this interview.
Don't worry.
Hey,
Don't worry.
in the
Hop
morning,
on YouTube.
between 7 and 8. Thank you so much for coming through.
Thank you.
And the next time he comes back, we make
performing.
sure he's going to perform live.
Absolutely.
Keep it locked right here. There's so much more to come on Ekse Live.
CTV family, catch us live on your